Hello, welcome into Warrior Training Systems workout of the day. It is Friday, and today we're going to go through a benchmark workout called the Dallas 5. If you'd like to learn more about this Metcon and this Hero WOD and why we're referring to the Dallas 5, there is a link in the Wodify description. Click on that and check it out. I think it's worth the 2-minute read that it takes to go through and learn about some of the purpose behind the programming today. We're going to begin today with a 3 to 5 minute monostructural warm-up. So again, just 3 minutes of easy movement. You could jog, you can assault bike, you can row, you can ski, or you can do like a variation of maybe 1 minute of single unders, 1 minute of burpees with no push-up. So a squat thrust, just come down. And like 1 minute of alternating step-ups. Just 3 to 5 minutes of easy movement. Take your body through some range of motion and increase that body temperature, get the blood flowing. After that 3 to 5 minutes of monostructural movement, we're gonna go ahead and grab a foam roller and we're gonna do some foam rolling. I like to hit my glutes, hamstrings, quads, internal and external out here, low back and erectors. I'll hug myself at my upper back, and you may even think about hitting your calves as well. You can cross your legs, put the bottom leg on the foam roller, and work all the way from the ankle up to that knee crease. So spend about 3 minutes rolling out. If it hurts or you feel a knot, that's where you should spend some time. And let's get started on the workout. So as it's only one time through these 5 different stations, it's really important that you read it is also 1 minute rest in between each station. That's at the bottom of the Wodify description, and I feel like that's a poor design from Wodify, but that's why I'm here doing this video. So to note, it's gonna be 5 minutes of burpees, 1 minute of rest. 5 minutes of 7 and 7, 1 minute of rest. 5 minutes of get-ups, 1 minute of rest. 5 minutes of snatches, or 7 and 7 again, snatches and push-ups, 1 minute of rest. 5 minutes of rowing or running. 5 minutes straight of burpees. So just for 5 minutes, we are hammering burpees. Then 5 minutes of 7 deadlifts, 7 box jumps. Then we'll do 5 minutes of Turkish get-ups with a 40-pound dumbbell. Then we're gonna go into 5 minutes of alternating again, 7 snatches, 7 push-ups. Then 5 minutes of rowing calories. So one of the things to notice right away is there's a lot of different moving parts. Before we dive into these, I want to make note that it is just one time through all of that. It's 5 minute stations. It is not 5 times through all of that. Okay? So when you see at the very top, it's scored 5 rounds, 4 reps. Each round is associated with one of the 5 minute pieces, all right? So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Let's go through each of the 5 minute workouts, movement pieces, and kind of talk about it. Workout 1 is just 5 minutes of burpees. There's not a lot to talk about here. We're gonna fall down and get back up for 5 minutes. You can do this obviously in the gym setting or at home. No equipment is needed. That's awesome. Should be pretty easy. Let's move on. If you are moving on now, we're at 5 minutes of 7 deadlifts, 7 box jumps. If you're in the gym setting, we're gonna have a barbell. RX weight is 155. The equivalent of the female weight for that would be 105. So we'll go 7 deadlifts, conventional here. Making sure we're keeping the bar close. Your lats are engaged, we're pulling the bar tight. Butt stays high, we'll load the hamstrings. From there we'll go to 7 box jumps. Gentlemen with a 24-inch box, ladies with a 20-inch box. If you're at home, a great alternative to today, and I'll continue with this as well, is just to have 1 dumbbell or 1 odd object, whatever you can use that has some weight in it. So for our deadlifts, we can grab on the side here, we'll come down, and you're just gonna go to the top of your foot. Notice my form is still the same. Butt stays high. I'm using my lats to pull the kettlebell or object into me. 7 reps, we'll drop and find something to jump on that's roughly 2 feet. It could be, the bed of a truck, it could be a box or a chair. Make sure it's stable and safe. And we're just gonna go for 5 minutes back and forth, 7 deadlifts, 7 box jumps. The next 5 minute station is 5 minutes of Turkish get-ups. I really think it's important to note 2 things. 1, even if you are great at Turkish get-ups, it's not a fast movement. It's really about being under tension through the movement as long as you can as we go up and down and rotate. We're gonna alternate each rep, okay? If you're not proficient with Turkish get-ups, it's not a good movement to do in a setting like this. This is not a good time to do a 4-time Turkish get-up workout. So a great substitution, in my opinion, is gonna be rotating through 50 foot in the front rack carry on each arm and just continuously going through here. If that's really easy for you, what I really like is a back step lunge with a press. And then you can switch sides. So we're gonna back step lunge, press. It's a great alternative to a Turkish get-up, still requiring you to use a lot of the same muscles, and is easily adjustable. If we're at home or we're in the gym, all we need is a single dumbbell. Again, the RX you can see is 40, so for ladies it will be about 30. But choose a weight that's gonna be very safe for you and allow you to keep moving without any drastic rest. If you're at home, this could be a canned good. You could even hold a tennis shoe or a boot, a gallon of milk, a laundry detergent. Anything with a handle that you can grab onto and get overhead is a perfect object to use for this. After the 5 minutes of Turkish get-ups, we're gonna move on to 5 minutes of 7 snatches, 7 push-ups. So in the gym setting, we're gonna go each rep from the ground. You are allowed to power snatch. So we're gonna come in, catch high, back down. RX weight is 75 pounds. For ladies, it's 55. I would really like to point out that it should be a very light weight. You should be able to do all 7 reps unbroken if you chose to. If you can't, lower the weight. Please check your ego. Don't look at this as low-hanging fruit and say, wow, I can snatch 75 pounds, so I'm gonna click the RX button today. Be smart. If you're not generally an RX athlete, this is probably not the time to attempt that. If we're at home, whatever object we use for the Turkish get-ups is gonna be perfect for alternating snatches. Come from the ground and just go power snatch, alternating reps. So instead of 7, for those of you that are a little bit OCD, you could go 8, so you can even out the arms, or you could just do 7 and start with the opposite arm each time. After that, we're gonna go to 7 push-ups. Again, we want to choose a push-up variation that's going to allow you to move through the majority of your rounds unbroken. So if you're proficient at push-ups, a full chest to deck push-up with your hips high is perfect. We may need to go push-ups from our knees, or we could go to a box, position ourselves in an upright position, and shorten that range of motion for our push-ups there. Again, the key on that 7 and 7 is that we can choose a weight and a push-up variation that allows us to complete multiple rounds unbroken. Finally, we'll finish up with 5 minutes of max effort rowing, 4 calories. If you don't have a rower, a great alternative here is going to be to run, and a great way to do that is on a 400-meter loop. Generally, what we consider a 400-meter loop is roughly 25 calories. So you can still roughly estimate for an somewhat accurate score what your calories may be. So in other words, if in the 5 minutes you are able to run 1 mile, which is really, really fast, congratulations to you. But that would be 100 calories because 4 laps, 25 calories per lap is 100. So 3 laps would be 75, so on and so forth. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. It is the end of the week. Congratulations on making it. If you are out there tomorrow, we are ripping off Strongman Saturday here at our facility outdoors because we're not allowed to work out inside, but that's okay. You can't stop us. We're gonna be doing a partner variation of, I'm not gonna tell you, you gotta show up. Great job on a Friday. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay human. See you later.